Hello to all of my Virgos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Virgos. Let's do it. Let's see what your cards have to say, Virgos. Let's see what's going on here in preparation for this full moon that we have coming up on the 28th. This reading is for the 27th of October through the 27th of November. Let's see what your cards have to say. I'm talking to you if you have Virgo anywhere in your birth chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but anywhere in your birth chart. Anywhere in your birth chart. Let's see. All right, some very clear messages. Your ruling planet came out first. The Magician card came out. Here we have Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, and Wheel of Fortune. I'm talking to you if you have Virgo anywhere in your birth chart. Source is sending a lot of messages to you and giving you some time to make a decision about moving on from something. And I do see somebody tossing some things into a burning bowl, something that could be quite draining for you. Even if it's you keep trying to inspire and motivate people and they are committed to just draining you with their energy. I see you finally tossing some things into a fire bowl and just feeling like a huge weight has been lifted. Yeah, here we have the Queen of Wands. We also have the Seven of Wands. I'm seeing you envisioning, motivating yourself to move forward. The whole purpose of the phase that we're in right now, moving toward, we're actually starting to feel we're already feeling the effects of the full moon phase. The moon will be moving from Aries, is currently in Aries. And when we talk about the stages of life that each zodiac sign represents, Aries actually symbolizes ages 1 through 7, right? So that's a time where just like kids are feeling excited about moving forward. And then Taurus symbolizes ages 7 through 14. We have a full moon in Taurus. Symbolizes that time in your life where you feel like, okay, preteen, you know how preteen energies are. It's like, okay, kind of sort of feeling yourself a little bit and just like, okay, I'm independent. I'm still kind of dependent upon the adults around me, like the energies around me to some degree, but I'm starting to kind of think, okay, this is a different stage of my life that I'm in, and I can do certain things that I said I put my mind to, right? So, for instance, if somebody is saying, I want to get more rest, I can do that, right? I don't have to ask for anybody's permission to get more rest. I can start learning how to create boundaries without asking people's permission, right? I can disconnect from phone calls where people are draining my energy. I can get away from that kind of things. I have a little bit more independence, right? And so that's what I'm saying for you all. If you decide you want to relocate, okay, in your adult body, you're still feeling like this teenager who says, that to a parent, the teenager in that age would seem a little contrary, right? Like, this is still my house, you're under my roof, you have to do what I say, but you're now under your own roof doing what you say you can do, right? So it's like nurturing the teenager in you, if that makes sense. Like the Aries in you and also nurturing the Taurus in you, right? So Aries would be ages 1 through 7. That's who you're nurturing, that person who has this zest for life, this I'm excited about what that looks like on the horizon, my next steps. And then ages 7 through 14 for Taurus, I'm excited. I feel like a teenager again. I feel like I can do this. I feel like I can take trips by myself. I feel like I'm responsible enough and motivated enough that I have clarity of what sits in front of me. So that's what I'm saying for you all so far. Uh, yeah, and so Source is just giving you some time to move on from some things, because the more and more you hold on to other people draining your energy, the more you're actually enabling that. Like, they feel like they can manipulate your emotions. Like, you don't feel like you can move forward. You don't take some kind of willful action for your own life because they know, if they give you a certain tone of voice or their energy is draining you, you may delay your plans for moving forward because you're nervous about them. So Source is saying to you, prayers also works as well, sending out good energy into the universe. All right, now somebody has new and exuberant love coming across their path. We have the Four of Wands, the Wisdom card, the Star card, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, and also Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody is definitely landing on the bright side of the number 4. Bright side or light side of the number 4. Somebody's saying, this is just a human experience. I'm a divine being of light. This is just another human experience. And matter of fact, because you're tossing things into a burning bowl, names of people, places, and things into a burning bowl, you walking away and living your life is actually inspiring other people to do the same thing, versus you sitting around holding their hands, trying to wait for them to catch up and figure it out. You're actually in a very loving way saying, I need to move on with my life, right? So I do see somebody in a new and exuberant love, and simultaneously I feel like somebody is feeling like a huge weight has been lifted off of their shoulder. You're gaining a lot of wisdom about a situation that you are worthy of love again for somebody. You are worthy of applying for a new position. Again, you're getting your that Aries in you is giving you. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. That excitement, right? So I have a positive disposition. I can handle this. I can do this. I'm excited about it. That 1 to 7-year-old in your adult body, and then as it moves into Taurus, that 7 to 14-year-old in your body is saying, I will do it. I don't need to ask everybody's permission to do. I am worthy. I am good enough. I have wisdom, So I'm seeing the Star card right here. I do see, somebody is a star in their own right. Someone has a very nurturing spirit, but someone is definitely not trying to drown people out, with their emotions. You're not trying to smother people. You're not trying to enable people. You're really trying to empower people. So that looks like, hey, great job. I knew you could do it. That looks like, whether it's in your personal or your professional life. So both, because we're talking about spirits here. Here's the number 9. Number 9 on the light side is a person who is ready to go through a rebirth, and saying on the other side, my clairvoyance and my psychic abilities are now sharper. But on the dark side of the number 9, somebody's still holding on to resentment, right? So again, for you, you're not enabling someone else's resentment, while simultaneously putting your own flame out, exhausting yourself. So again, if somebody is committed to being a certain type of way and they just want you to keep, catering to that kind of energy, you quickly getting off the phone. I hope you have a good day today. All right, I got to get back to what I'm doing. That kind of thing, right? So here we had the 4 of Swords. Came out twice. 2 situations in particular. You're saying, I'm just getting my rest. I'm definitely getting my rest. I'm getting messages that I am good enough, that I'm worthy, but I need to physically get my rest, is what I'm saying for somebody. I need to physically get my rest in preparation for this. There's a number 9 again. So you went from this 9 to this 9, right? Overthinking it, wringing your hands, trying to figure out what's going on, how come people aren't talking to me, to this person right here on the other side of the number 9, someone who actually is financially independent, because time is money, and somebody else's nightmare of a life was cutting into your time/money. So once you decided, hey, I need to walk away from this, if people are not opening up and talking, I'm not going to pry, I'm not pulling teeth, I'm just going to move on with my life. And I'm telling you, that's going to have a very positive effect. Believe it or not, it may not feel like it right now, Virgo, but it's going to have a very positive effect on somebody, seeing that you're out here living your best financially independent life. You're not overdoing things. So that's what I'm saying. You're not overthinking things. You're not coming across as stressed out. So you're using that brain energy to think up new ideas. Because again, if you're dealing with somebody who, for instance, is, depressed, for instance, or someone who doesn't really believe in themselves, you're going to need the financial independence if you, and these could be loved ones who don't feel like they can do things, right? They can literally feel like their flame is going out. Like, okay, I'm not really sure about my own future. That would be like flame going out. I have a lot of anxiety. I feel like I'm being pulled in so many different directions. Why does this keep happening to me? And the fact that now you have the resources because you decided, hey, I need to toss some things into a burning bowl, and I need to show them that, hey, this is the life you too can have. You are just like me. You're a divine being, a light who's having a human experience, but you're also prepared if they need to see therapy. Like if you need to, if somebody has enough money to say, if you need to seek therapy, I'm not qualified. That is, and even if you were qualified, let's say you're a psychiatrist or psychologist or therapist, you're giving them the freedom to go see someone else so that they can really feel like it's a safe space or a soft landing, so that you don't, even if you're in that profession, you don't feel like, okay, they're not going to completely open up to me because I'm related to them, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm seeing for you all so far. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, but like I said, somebody's going to feel like a huge weight has been lifted off their shoulder. I do see somebody, like I said, meeting someone, love interest, and I do see it's something, a new and exuberant love, right? For somebody, it could be an Aquarius. if you're not already in a relationship with one, or somebody who has Aquarius somewhere in their chart, right? So here we have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, and also the Five of Swords. So every time somebody look, this is why I tell people don't get caught up on zodiac sign and look at a spirit of everybody, because otherwise you'll be saying I don't. You could have had a bad experience with another Virgo and said, you know what, those other Virgos aren't like me. I don't get along with Virgos. So learn the spirits of people, right, and recognize those spirits. Here we have the Five of Swords and also the Two of Swords. 5 and 2 is 7. I'm gonna put this down for just a second. 5 and 2 is 7. 7 is on the dark side of number 7. The dark side is, how come people don't understand how much I love them? How come people don't understand how my heart is towards them? Why don't people get it? Asking that same, instead of looking at how you're being treated, and taking off the blindfold so you can also see the blessings that's coming in your way and see what it is. Because somebody thinks that their love is the agape love. The love that you're offering right now is going to heal somebody else's pain. And so sources say just be consistent, but don't neglect yourself. Like you don't have anything negative to say to them, negative about them. Again, you're not going to sit there pulling teeth, asking questions, what's wrong? What can I do? When they have a mouth too, they can speak up and start talking to you. You've already presented that you're a safe space and a soft landing to talk to. So I don't see you overthinking this. I just see you going about your life. Here we have the Empress card. I do see somebody possibly severing ties of like not holding on too tight, like not over mothering. And I'm talking to men and women Virgos, like not over mothering a situation until it becomes toxic, until somebody says or does something. Like if you ever say, I'm trying to remember, it was a movie, and of course it's been on talk shows and stuff too, where kids start to rebel against their parents, where they feel like you're smothering me, you're holding on too tight, like let me be an adult, let me try to figure some things out on my own. Or like for instance, if you're a manager in the workplace and you micromanage, then somebody you're showing that you don't believe in your own abilities. And so somebody may go, gosh, you know what, I didn't know that I was going to be micromanaged. Like they act like they don't trust their own intellect, their own decision to hire me. Like what in the world is this, right? They find every little tiny thing, and I got to perfect this and perfect that, instead of just giving me an opportunity to grow and give me some pointers. So anyway, here we have the seven of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. I see you have a very wealthy legacy. So the source is definitely funding your legacy with you and your person, where you all are harvest time, for you, because you've been planting seeds. So this is what I'm saying is, like, I feel like somebody feels like to some degree they were feeling like they were smothered or micromanaged in the workplace, or micromanage in your personal life or whatever. Like I gotta nitpick and watch every little thing, and that's a huge turn off for some people, because it almost feels like, okay, you act like I don't have a brain in my head, right? And your intentions could be sincere, but again, if people are telling you to back off, then please be respectful, back off. So, all right, so that's what I'm seeing for you. So again, I see somebody have a very rich legacy, which is going to make a major impact on your community and the world at large. Virgo, so good, goody, and more goody. So it is double legacy wealth. Ace of Cups. Here we also have that Five of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Devil card, and also the Tower card. Yeah. So here we have the Devil card and the Tower card. So Source is saying to you, the enemy is going to keep trying to pull you back into overthinking, overdoing, overanalyzing a situation. When Source is saying, you want to stay in your light so that you're obedient to Source, right? Obedience is better than sacrifice, because otherwise it's going to backfire on you to keep micromanaging people. For somebody like micromanage, Source, you want to micromanage something, you want a project, micromanage yourself. And so this Tower card, somebody's definitely having a Tower moment, and it can be draining. It literally can be draining to overthink. I feel like they going through something and they won't talk to me, they won't tell me. Source is saying, But you got to also remember how certain people lashed out at you in the past too. If they were going through some things, open up their mouth and talk. That's what those lips are for. That's what that slit in the mouth is for. They got a voice box. Let them, you know. So anyway, here we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and also the Ace of Cups. So double legacy wealth here. Things are going to work out very, very well for you because as you're working on your legacy, somebody feels empowered to work on theirs as well, and this is family as well. So, you know, try not to micromanage. We also have the Ace of Cups, and so this lets me know to protect your emotions. So when you start feeling like, okay, maybe I'm being a little overbearing, maybe I'm doing the most, let me start respecting people's boundaries. And we're talking about family, specifically loved ones, right? So let me put all of this perfection in creating another opportunity for another stream of wealth coming my way. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. So this is great. This is actually really, really great because Source is just trying to get somebody to perfect their own. I mean, there's no such thing as perfection, but, you know, like put all of that, because you all are an incredibly smart sign, Zodiac sign, put all that power behind your universe and making your life a life where you feel like this is what I'm talking about with Venus. Like Venus is that planet of love, pleasure, creativity, art, music, aesthetics. Like you are arranging your universe exactly the way that you want to arrange your universe, and people are actually coming into, well, first of all, they got to make it through your, you know, in your door of your universe first. But when they come in, they go like, oh my God, this person is meticulous. This person is, you know, they pay attention to detail. This is inspiring for me. Like this is what I aspire to be, like Virgo, right? But they're respecting how much attention to detail you are, how much attention to detail you pay to things that concern you, right? But you're also respectful enough to not try to impose on their universe. So if they were to ask you, okay, Virgo, how do you do this, that, and the other? Again, this is how I did X, Y, and Z. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. So congratulations to you all. This is very, very nice, Virgos. Again, happy full moon, happy full moon, happy full moon. Yeah, because the devil is going to always keep trying. That's your carnal mind thinking, okay, I got one last thing to do. I got to tell them this. I gotta let them know that I it's like a person who's just driving somebody crazy, a nervous wreck. I got to tell them one last time, make sure that they got it. Make sure they understand. They understand, they get it. Massage. Number 34. So Source wants you to go get a massage. Source wants you to go get a massage. There may be a message for you from your massage therapist where you all will start talking about things as they're working the kinks out. Source is saying, got a message for you, you know, and it's going to come through someone else. So whoever your therapist is, your massage therapist, or the place you go get a massage, Source is saying, I got a message for you there. So stay focused. Detachment. There it is. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside. With or without the fulfillment of a particular desire, ironically, that's when it's fulfilled. I'm telling you, the more you start to loosen the reins and learn how to detach and let people think for themselves and figure it out for themselves, again, in the meantime, you're making your money. So if they need therapy or whatever and they need your help, and we're talking about loved ones here, you have the resources to help them. But the way that it's turning out, it looks like it's double legacy wealth here. So it's you and somebody that you love, this double legacy wealth. It's just the way that they're getting to their legacy is totally different than yours. And it's making somebody a little nervous, but it's all working out. It's all working out, Virgos. It's all working out. So somebody can move on from something and just go live your absolute best life. Somebody's been neglecting their love life. Somebody's been neglecting their travel life. Somebody's just been neglectful, you know, leaving that inner child. Here we have Sun God. Here we have come on, come now, expand into the skies and into the shadows below. Number 40. So we know that 0 is the God number. I have more information about it on my second channel. Number 4, again, you are actually inspiring people. The light side of number 4 is a person who, it's an earth number, right? But that they too have a purpose, right? That sun right here, they too have a purpose inside of them. And so no matter how much you tell people, they're going to have to find it on their own. They're going to have to find it because, again, you trying to tell people what their purpose is and they're not feeling it. They're not passionate about it. They don't feel like it's reaping the benefits or the reward. Like somebody is really trying to Speaking of the moon in Taurus and those ages between 7 and 14, somebody, that's why it could come across to you as loved ones being contrary, because between 7 and 14, that's when teenagers kind of start feeling like, okay, I can do this without your permission. Let me see how much of the envelope I can push before, I drive my parents crazy. So that kind of adds a little support. You can look this up yourself. That adds a little bit of support, to why people want to be a little bit more independent and do things on their own. So don't take offense to it. Like I said, go get a massage, send good energy people's way. And if you're a manager, that's why it could be like some of your employees kind of seem a little contrary, like they can do it themselves. So it's saying that's your cue to stop micromanaging, or or even your colleagues, stop micromanaging, right? Just kind of, if people are asking you for help, hey, I'm here to offer you some help, but people are just going to have to learn on their own. So that's what I'm seeing for you all. All right, so let us grab this set of cards here, and we're going to get ready to wrap this up. So yeah, but happy full moon. Let me give you the questions for the moon in Taurus for those of you who like the questions. The first question is, how often do you feel true pleasure? Second question is, second question is, do you feel guilty about pursuing pleasure? Third question is, where are the energy blockages and places of tension located in your body? Fourth question is, can you discern how your body says yes to some things and no to others? And then last but not least is, what does your body need, right? So sound like a massage is in order for somebody. So yeah, I feel like somebody's massage therapist could have have a word for you. Here we have Hierophant, King of Coins, the Seven of Coins, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords, right? King of Coins, wealthiest card in the deck. So not only does somebody have a double legacy, it's going to pay off handsomely. All somebody has to do is stop micromanaging something, right? Even if you don't think you are, because I'm just trying to help. I see that somebody's heart is in the right place, but once start learning how to take cues. If a person seems like you asking too many questions, or you ask them the same thing over and over and over again, or that kind of stuff, learn how to read between the lines. Even if they're trying to be respectful and not tell you that, learn how to listen with your spiritual ears. You have an innate spiritual understanding of why some people are the way that they are. They could be micromanaged at home. They could be micromanaged by the other parent. They could be micromanaged in their friendship circle. Somebody's nitpicking and everything. And you're coming across, and again, source is saying, because you're ruled by Mercury, and you're a divine feminine energy, you already know how that feels. When people feel like you're not worthy, you're not good enough, and so you're certainly not projecting that onto somebody else. This is right here, King and Queen of Swords. King and Queen of Swords. Somebody's on their throne. You're very knowledgeable, and you're just carefully vetting your thoughts and just being obedient to source. Being obedient to source, because somebody is already feeling like they're not worthy enough. You're not trying to add to their pain. And if they don't tell you, do not ask. Don't ask, because again, you're not trying to make somebody break down and cry. Well, I can't tell you not to ask. You ask whatever you want to ask. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here in the cards. Somebody is already tired of being micromanaged by other people and being told that somebody's dealing with a loved one who is battling depression. You're dealing with somebody who is people keep trying to tell them that they're not this enough, they're not that, they don't have the degrees, they don't have the experience, they don't have this, they don't have that, and to some degree they don't feel worthy, and somebody constantly micromanaging, hoping that if I ask the right question, somebody's going to give me the right answer. This is where that sensitivity is going to have to really, really kick in. It's like, okay, I'm here if you want to talk. So that's what somebody is trying to do, is like not overwater, like oversaturate somebody, because it's already working out. It's already, somebody's starting to feel empowered, because you're not, for some of you all who are on the other side of it, somebody is already starting to feel empowered, because some of you all are not micromanaging. You're just saying, hey, I'm here. I'm here as a support. Ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive, including the messages from source. So if source is telling you, hey, back up, you already getting the feeling that a person is starting to go back into a zombified state, they're checking out, stop asking a gazillion questions. So, let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. So we got the Tower card right here. There is some energies that are, so that Tower card is that awakening, right? So actually, there's two energies in particular. There's a lot of people that's having an awakening, right? The stubborn people who are having an awakening, that hey, they too have a purpose here. This is the positive side of all of this. The very stubborn, bullheaded energy is having an awakening that they too have purpose on this planet. And a lot of people, you're inspiring a lot of people, Virgos, and you don't even realize it. The people who are kind of sort of in between, I'm not really sure. I'm scared to do it. I don't know if I have enough. I don't know if I have enough experience. I don't know if I have enough, degrees or whatever under my belt. You're inspiring them, and then also you're inspiring people who have oversaturated and over nurtured people, to a point where it actually backfires. So just continue being a high vibrating Virgo and see how it's affecting everybody that has come across your path, not just your family. This is somebody's already, this is legacy wealth right here. And there's two cards for legacy wealth. You're already making an impact on people's inner child. You are helping people to say, I can do this. All because you said, if I want to perfect something, I'm gonna try to perfect my own universe, and I'm not trying to impose on anybody else's universe. So it's having. I'm telling you, this is powerful. This is very, very, very powerful. You just letting people kind of sort of, you know, you know, let source do it. Here we have number 5. I am adaptable. Flexibility is your forte. So when life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. That's right. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. Alrighty. So last card, and we're going to go ahead and close this out. Last card, and we're going to go ahead and close this out. We're going to go ahead and close this out, Virgos. Very nice. Very nice. Love. Affirmations for love. I am connected to all love and all light. And these are affirmations that you can say to yourself if you want to. I welcome all forms of authentic love into my life. I deserve to love and be loved. I love myself as I am. All is love and I am loved. I approve of myself. I am enough. My heart is full of love. I share love with those around me. That's it. That is what I have for you. Let me run through the questions for the moon in Taurus. I'm trying to remember if I told you all or if I didn't, so if this sounds redundant, forgive me. Forgive me. I'm so excited about your reading, though. But anyway, so the first question is, how often do you feel true pleasure? Second question is, do you feel guilty about pursuing pleasure? Third question is, where are the energy blockages and places of tension located in your body? So now I do remember telling you these questions because of the massage. Fourth question, can you discern how your body says yes to some things and no to others? And then last but not least, what does your body need? So yeah, I do remember giving you all those questions. But anyway, this is all good. And so you having a tower moment, source is taking you back through time, even though time is relative, taking you back through time and space and bringing you in the here and now, the current, to say, I'm grateful for my past experiences and past lessons. I know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. I'm not trying to perfect other people around me, but I'm just trying to make sure I get it right, detailed in my universe. And that's having a wider reaching effect than people realize, because people want to get it right. And so they're looking at you as like the ruler or the yardstick, not necessarily like you're their God. It's not necessarily idolizing you, but it's like, okay, Virgo is so detailed in what they're doing. It makes people excited, like, okay. And the fact that you all are telling people, Virgo, that I'm not perfect. That's what you're saying. I'm not perfect myself. I don't want you to put me on a pedestal in your universe. I'm not perfect. I have flaws myself. That kind of thing is really letting people know, okay, all it takes is just paying attention to detail, and that's how Virgo got to where Virgo is. Okay, I think I can do this. I just need to concentrate. So that's what I have for you, and I will see you all on Sunday. Again, happy full moon. Bye.